50%. I
It's
would
not.
think that it would need to be closer to. So I honestly, other than them agreeing, the buyers and sellers agreeing that they did not want the market to go higher, um, then I guess I'm not sure. And other than buyers in control, sellers in control, it was in premium.
You just said
So
it there. You just said it there. So
all right, so
when you
premium. Yep.
discount, yeah. So should you be buying in premium or selling?
Oh, selling,
I
absolutely.
That's all it is. That's all it is. So the fact that I was trying to buy in premium, it means that if we weren't going to get the. I mean, I'm not surprised that happened. To be fair, we weren't going to get the.
So a question.
Yeah,
I know that our bias. So I get that part. I think you were. I thought you were asking something different.
it's all right.
So I know that from my perspective, I'm only going to look to sell in premium and only look to buy from discount. I thought you were asking why didn't I think that it went from key level 2 to key level 1,
Oh,
and
okay. Yeah, yeah,
and why, and because if you look before the Asian market, it actually did go from key level 2 to key level 1,
yeah,
but why didn't it do that during this session? I don't know.
yeah. So obviously, we want to use our system to try and answer that question, right? What you said about buyers and sellers is completely true, right? That sellers, I mean, this level here is just an absolute treat. Like
That's rock solid.
I can't wait to buy from there. I legitimately cannot wait to buy from there. There's going to be a buy trade from there. The reason I don't actively shout about it in the community is because I don't know when it's going to happen, but I know
Yeah,
there's going to be a buy trade from there. I just know it. Like so,
sure.
this is basically right. This is when it becomes fun because I'm eyeing up that level. Like I'm literally eyeing up that level. But just to go
Oh
back to
yeah,
just to go back to the thing I was talking about is this right. This is premium. This is a discount, right? It's generally not a wise idea to hold buys when you're in premium. It's just generally not a wise idea. That's all it is.
so so let me kind of talk about this real quick. You don't look at multi time frame biases,
No,
bulls, bears, who's a control on the other time frames.
no,
Instead, you use this as your barometer for whether or not you're going to go short or long based
absolutely.
on if it's okay. That makes sense to me. I
So
got it.
remember, there's a reason we call it the real-time reading blueprint because you're looking to read the price action in the now. There's an
In
American
real time.
there's an American mentor I have, Carmine Risotto. He's from New York, right? And he said the best time frame. You referred to time frames just now. The best time frame is the now time frame. It's the now
That's
time.
right.
It's the now time
That's
frame.
right.
It's not the 1 minute, the 5 minutes. It's the now time frame. So
Right.
the way you read what's happening in the now is to understand the read, the bid and ask, evaluate the delta, assess aggression, detect the risk.
Yeah.
If you can, I've made it into an acronym just so you can remember, but if you can go through the process of understanding what the bid and ask means, then from there looking at the delta profile, which you have on ATAS already, and then
Yeah.
understanding who's aggressive in the level, and then using the trap framework with detecting zeros, detecting zeros and using the
Yeah.
trap framework, and then the bolt, that's eventually where we're going. So now that you've done that, let me show you today's execution.
Painfully, because I thought you were asking me something else. But no,
Ah,
that's good. That's good. We got there.
it's cool, man. It's absolutely cool. It's absolutely cool.
Sure.
Let me just put this. So basically, now that you have the level here, so this is a level here. Now, what's important to understand? One quick. Let me just remove that. One quick thing you want to understand is this, right? Look at this. Look. So what we're doing is let's go through the entire read framework together. So
Okay.
what we're doing is we are reading the bid and ask. So we understand what does the bid represent.
The bid are sellers and the ask are buyers.
Be a little bit more specific. Okay, yes, you are right, but be more specific.
Okay. So the bid and ask are market orders where people are
Yep.
entering into the market at that price.
Yeah, the now. Yeah, in the real time. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep. Okay. And what does the ask mean?
And the ask are market buyers that are buying at that price right now.
Perfect. So that's the bid and ask. Now we move to evaluating the delta. How would you define delta?
Well, the delta would be the bid minus the ask.
Yep, the bid minus the ask. So did you say that correctly? Sometimes even I get the
Yes.
bid.
Yeah,
No,
the bid minus the ask.
It is actually the ask minus the bid. However, that doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. That's okay.
Well,
When
so which one is on the left hand?
yeah,
You said that the sellers are on the left hand.
so
Is that the ask?
okay, let's take a look at this candle here. You see this candle here where
Yeah.
I'm hovering? This one. You see
I
at the
see it.
bottom. You see. Let's take a look at these two. Do you see where it says 317 for 45?
Yeah.
I'm specifically zooming in on this candle because this is one of the key candles that made me go long. So if you look
Okay.
at this, right, it says 317 for 45. The bid is 317.
Yes. So
The
those are
ask,
sellers.
those are aggressive sellers, which means, as you correctly
Yeah.
pointed out earlier as well, it means that at the time isn't printed, but at this price, let's call it 71.62 or 63. Let's just say 63.
Yeah.
What it shows you, what that really means, is that there are 317 market orders looking to sell.
Yes.
That's what it means. Now the now the 45 is just the buyers.
The aggressive buyers.
The aggressive
Yes.
buyers. Yep. So when you look at evaluating the delta is actually the right number minus the left number. So it's the ask minus the bid.
Yes. Okay. Got it.
However, here's the next thing. Now the E directly leads onto the A, because the A stands for assess aggression. Now, when you
Right.
assess aggression, right, what assessing aggression basically means, we want to know who is more aggressive in the real time.
Yes.
Now, if you look at 317 for 45, right, you can see there that the delta is going to be negative because it's 45 minus 317. So that's going to be a negative number.
That's right.
That is the reason the row is highlighted in red.
Yeah.
Whereas if you look up here, for example, if you look at my cursor, it says 79 for 152. That's obviously 152 minus 79. That's a positive number.
Right.
Right? So just coming back here for a second, we've understood the bid and ask, aggressive sellers versus aggressive buyers. We've evaluated the delta here, as in 45 minus 317. We've assessed the aggression, which ultimately tells us who is more aggressive, who in the real time is trying to drive price down. So I want you to think about it very literally, like almost like how a 10-year-old will look at it, right? When you see red delta, I want you to think, ooh, sellers are really trying to drive price below this level. Sellers are really trying to drive price below this level, right? And then the final thing we look for is detecting zeros. And so detecting zeros is something you want to detect, right? You want to identify where those zeros are. So if you look here, there is a zero here, 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 here.